So next 20 minutes, I shall be talking on this topic of nutritional support in a critically ill surgical patient. 2 years back, I took up HOD as at this hospital, EIG, which is purely surgical gastroenterology and oncology, multi-specialty hospital. Of course, I do practice obstetrics, but major chunk of work now is surgical gastroenterology and oncology. Greetings from AIG Hospital, Dr. Vincent, if he's here. I must tell you that yes, AIG is tied up with Mayo Clinic for research and sharing of clinical material and as well as academics. And of course, greetings from Trade Analysis and Critical Care Services. Nil conflict of interest. Well, if you look at the incidence of protein calorie malnutrition or malnutrition in surgical patients, almost the study done by McVitter et al., which was published in BMJ in 1995, it's an old study, but this study enlightened or highlighted that the 40% of surgical patients who come for admissions for surgery are undernourished at the time of admission. And subsequently, during their entire perioperative stay, they lose another 5.5 to 6% of body weight. And if you look at the stark reality, the mortality of these surgical patients, especially following major surgery, GI surgeries and oncosurgeries, is 33% in patients who have underlying moderate to severe protein calorie malnutrition vis-a-vis 3.5% in patients who are well nourished. So consequences of protein calorie malnutrition, if you see a patient who is undergoing major surgery or has supposed to be posted for necrosectomy with past history of acute pancreatitis, well, these patients are initially F phase where they appear to be relatively stable, even though the catabolic process is at its peak or reaching peak, but they clinically appear to be stable. But the secondary phase within 24 to 48 hours started like a surgical catabolic phase, which is akin to cytokine storm syndrome or stress hormonal response, where you see gluconeogenesis, insulin resistance, lipolysis, and muscular wasting, and so on and so forth. So basically, it's a full-fledged cytokine storm syndrome-like situation in a surgical patient who has been undernourished. And importantly, there's a net loss of lean body mass, which leads to, again, further depletion of stores, muscular stores. And in addition, if the patient has to undergo a major surgery or has a stormy post-operative case or requiring multi-organ support in the ICU post-surgically, they profoundly influence the response and the outcome of the patient. Importantly, underlying PCM also increases the susceptibility to the infection. And we know that surgical site infection